G3N family, it's your princess. Welcome to my live stream. A little update from our KVK right here. What are we doing? So yeah, let's have a little bit a look on the map. We started yesterday when Pass 5 opened. I think it was roundabout exactly 24 hours ago. So we could make some progress. We had yesterday, when you look over here, we had some super intense fights ongoing. BDO was coming to support NF57 over here and send a big group with a lot of tanks over here. But we made it to build over some towers, and we got rid on all of the top towers from NF57. So we could build some land over here, and we could place a bastion. But it's still a long way to go, yeah? You see it here. Still much towers and keeps, and NF57 is super active. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So let me check if everything is set up well right here. I'm walking over, trying to help over a little bit here. You see we're fighting right now, trying to get this tower down. I mean, the Bastion does incredible work already on that, so it's not so much work. Okay, let's go. Let's go. There's someone teleporting in, so you have always to be careful when you are the refiller that you don't get catched by a 5-march infantry or something like that. Hi, Severus. Severus? Severus? I think so. Welcome to the stream. Let me share it real quick over here as well. Now everything is shared. So let me look that I make my way to the group and don't get caught. Look, this is what I mean. So let me make my way over here to our murder ball, our new. I have to go to the group now. So what we're doing now, I mean, that kind of defense to destroying, that is really a work which needs a few days, because it just takes super long time to destroy all the towers, send the destroyers, etc. Show me what you can do. The most important thing is that I just look, where's my team, what are they doing, stay together, help making our progress, and listen to the commands. That is what I like, just to be a member. You can just listen to the commands in the voice chat, and just, when you have a good war lead and you can fully trust, then you just have to listen correctly and don't mess it out what they are telling you, and then it is super good to making progress. And you have also to here, I mean, and that is maybe important when you do a fight over so many days like this, you have to manage your hospital, yes? I mean, we have the resource healing buff on now, and but I have still elixir. I'm super fine. But you have to manage hospital, because who manage the hospital more or who resource heal more can just last longer, yeah? Because that is something everyone knew that will not be done in a day. That will take a few days, and it needs also a lot of activity of the members. And we recall back to our place, because we have not to push too far. We have, our focus is now getting down these towers one by one. It's a little bit of boring work, but on the other side, it is nice to see that we could make it with that many towers, that we already gained land. I mean, honestly, and we have on the other side, we have NF57 and Bosy, and they have a good activity over there. And then BDO came with big groups. I recorded it yesterday a little bit too. When I have the time, I will make a video out of it. But it is incredible what numbers we had to defeat yesterday. It was seriously, it was crazy. Prince is too slow. Hi, hero. No. I just had to prepare the stream, you know? And when I'm in the middle of the field and I start a stream, that would not go well. Then I would miss a call out or anything, and then I get caught on the way. No. Then there's nothing else. So, but look here, 2 minutes, that one is destroyed. I'm so happy, by the way. Yesterday I got a lot of questions why I have in simple mode not that different color circles. The reason is I didn't do the update yet on the iPad, so I have still the normal simple mode. And after my buddies all showed me the pictures of the different colorful circles in simple mode, I decided for now not to do the update. So here's now protection, here the destroyers, get that tower done, and then move to the next one by one. Building towers and destroying tower, most boring part of the game. I agree, and it takes super long. I mean, normally everyone says a tower defense is not breakable. And I can tell you, when you're a mage's main player, always go for the Danfels first, because they have no counter attack. So even if the new infantry heroes are strong, when you attack them from far with mages, you get literally no counter damage. And when I have my Lily Valley with AoE and stuff like that, then the AoE just hit the Gorish Gogol. So if there is nothing else, I for sure go for the Gorish Gogol as well. But if I can do a Garwood or a Madeline or a Danfel, I go for that. Recall to over here. Let me drag it. We have all that markers, so I think you see, I am playing on iPad, so all that markers, it's sometimes really rough to see where is one marker. I think that the markers are not super user-friendly in the iPad mode, but we have that markers, and then the wall lead can just call out which marker we all move together. So I think that is a super helpful strategy. And when you are the attacker and you have to go over the zone, I think the murder ball tactic is really a good one. He recalled. So I think normally we always go in really open field wars. We go for the banana formation, but here I think it makes super much sense. Do it just in a big murder ball. Shout out from me. And I think it really works. If you don't overstep too much and just touch it out from there, what is the closest touches? They die so fast, and you can just get rid of them very easy. Hey, I have a question. How are you liking Age of Empires Mobile? Honest opinion. Good question. Let me just help over here. We have one push, and then I can answer you the question, because it is I made on purpose not a video yet about Age of Empires, because I mean, I watched every content video which is out there, and to get all the expertise and knowledge, but at the end they made some changes from the beta as well, so it is not 100% the same. And also, I want to always have my own experience, you know? So the question, my honest opinion is, it is for sure you have to see it as a game which is new out. I'm playing it on iPad as well, because it is a mobile game. So it should always, in my opinion, when you announce a mobile game, it should be super comfortable to play on iPad. And what I can say from now is, it is more complex. It is more complex than Call of Dragons. Call of Dragons is much easier. You get 2 heroes every season, you know how to pair them. And even the skills and stuff and the talent trees in Call of Dragons, you do that and it's pretty simple. So in Age of Empires, you pair 3 heroes together in a march, and a lot of different combinations are possible. additional, you can choose in between different skills. So when you unlock the third and the fourth skill, for example, you can choose in between 3 ones which one you pick. The talent trees are different. Also, you can put on rings and additional gear. So you can make, and that is what I like the most, you can make a difference. Here in Call of Dragons, for me, it's sometimes boring. Everyone has a Lily Velen or Lily Sia, a Bird Tohar, a Mag Seda, a Gorish Skogel, a Danfil, and Garwood's dad. So you have all Sintrin Frager. So you have always said that same marches. Pretty much everyone has the same or nearly same talent tree, and the artifact is also clear what you have on it. So it is a little bit. There is not so much variation, can I tell it like that? And I think there is a lot of events ongoing in Age of Empires Mobile too, so it's keeping you very busy. But I think because the game is new, some stuff like when you want to teleport, it doesn't feel comfortable. It is not so user-friendly yet, in my opinion. But the devs there, they are listening a lot to feedback, and also, I think the marches sending out and stuff like that, it is just not so user comfortable. Yes, it is for a mobile game. They, in my opinion, they have a little bit to work. They have a little bit to work on that and make that a little bit more easier to track your marches and stuff like that. And sometimes you have to press 3 times confirmation about something. But that are all little cosmetics, and I think that will be fixed over time. And then there are, I mean, if you want to be pay to win, oh my God, do you know how many different packs you can buy in Age of Empires Mobile? It is crazy, crazy, crazy. I think the biggest turn-off is the graphics and the complexity of the game, yeah. And I mean, I played Age of Empires back in the days, but that is a little bit, it's a few years ago. I played it on PC, so, and I always liked it, so I like the graphics a lot. And we have to see how PvP is going. We took a town and stuff like that already. And I mean, at the beginning, it is all about building up your account. And I think I started with some other friends on a project together. Now we are with the BOA community, and it is super, super nice to be in a nice community. Everything is super well organized. So I like it super much to be in that group. And we have some free-to-play player with us. So I can always have a reference free-to-play. And they are doing very well, because if you are active in that game, they have tons of free rewards for free-to-play. And I kind of like that there are some other modes where you really, as a free-to-play player, if you're doing well, you can super be high-ranked. So I have to play it a little bit longer to make a final decision and stuff like that. But I will make soon maybe a short video about it. How is my first days? And I would really recommend, if anyone starts Age of Empires, you have to prepare before. If you don't want to waste your stuff, if you don't want to waste it, if you don't want to mess it up from the beginning, I think especially as free-to-play or low spender, you need really to focus on the right things at the beginning, and you can do mistakes. And that is why I watched so much content before, and even with all the content which was out, I figured out stuff, because I have always, I mean, the most content creators are whales, so they mostly have everything unlocked, every hero, and they have tons of speeds and resources. So as a mid spender like me, for sure I have a little bit of an advantage over the free to play, but I'm still not a whale, so I have to do something smart. And I think there are a few things I would have loved to know before I started my account to make it better, you know? And I know some from Call of Dragons tried it out too, and they didn't like it so much, because you don't have a ranged combat like here, yes? It is more garrison buildings, etc. But it is. I'm excited when we have the first PvP. It's kind of the same from the map. You have that zones, you go to the middle. And right now, at the beginning, I would also recommend you only start a game when you can be super active the first 3 days. Because at the beginning, the buildings, training, research takes a short time. So you have always to refresh it, and you don't want to miss out on just the free time, you know? So, and I think my town hall is on the way to level 14 right now, when I remember it correct. So, yeah, always do the clicking. And what I recommend also is hoard your stuff. Don't use everything you get at the beginning, because some items are... Why do I don't see that? Is it a bug? Maybe because my simple mode is backed, I see. So, yeah, so I recommend don't use too much at the beginning. Just get a little bit of feeling, yeah, how the game works, what are the previous, very, very previous items. Don't use them too fast. And I also figured out what will be my heroes. That needs a little bit of time. What are the marches? So I will definitely focus on my swordsman, pikeman, and archer march. And the calves will be just my free heroes I get. And what I also like in the game is that the counter function works. Because here in Call of Dragons, it is for me, I mean, when you attack with mages, infantry, and they are supposed to counter infantry, then I kind of expect that they do some damage. And I mean, it works with archers on mages that way, but I think even calves on archers, they should just deal better. When you have a counter system, it should just work better. So that is kind of the thing what I think what works in Age of Empires very well. You can set a right counter, and that makes it a little bit more interesting for the free-to-play and low spenders, because when you use the right counter march, you have an advantage no matter how strong the heroes are. And that is in Call of Dragons definitely not the case. When you come with T4 calves against full max T5 archers, you literally get destroyed. And you should at least... Or even when you use T5 calves and your calves on heroes are not so up, you do not so well. So, and that is what I really like on Age of Empires. So the free-to-play and lower spenders have a little bit more advantage, you know? So let me see, what are they doing? Oh, they are here surrounding their flags. Is our bastion still hitting something? Oh yeah, it is hitting that tower right now. So yeah, so that is a little bit my conclusion from the beginning. So it has pros and cons, yeah. If you compare Call of Dragons and Age of Empires, and it is a little bit more what you like to do. For sure, the range combat we have in Call of Dragons, I mean, that's such a it's so unique, you know? I like that. You can track your marches, the open field wars, I like them. But if we are honest, how often do we have that? You see right here, right now, it is not an open field. You have to destroy towers, protect and stuff like that. So the real open field wars, I would like to see so much more. So let me walk you correct. Yeah, but if anyone else here who is playing Age of Empires, yeah, share your opinions about it. I definitely love still here open PvP. It is just super, super nice. Track your marches, having fun, but it is more time intense. I think overall wars like this, when you have the range combat, it is super more time intense than in Age of Empires. You can only send and reinforce something. Are you playing two DBs them? You like range combat? I like you. You are cute. So here, let's protect them a little bit. I love it. More complicated, the better for me. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it makes it more interesting when everyone has not the same marches, not the same gear, and you have to think more and not just, okay, I get a Sindrin Frigga with the Gold Crest. Done. I get a Lily Valen with the Infernal Flame. Done. So kind of like that, you know? So here we go. COD sometimes feels like you spend so much time there and don't really get anything out of it. How do you mean that don't get anything out of it? I mean, You mean from the downtimes? Both answering. I mean, Call of Dragons, I think, and what I have also to say with the long range warfare and stuff like that, I mean, you have the game mechanics, which normally you have a different range, and that is the advantage of other troop types and stuff like that. And so it gets a little bit more boring as well again. You know, people have not to drag so much. I can understand that seasons has different focuses, and sometimes the archers have a little bit an advantage, and the mages and the calves and the infantry. But it is just more, and that is in Age of Empires mobile given. You have just it is not just, okay, that one dominates the field. And when you go through a list in Call of Dragons, it's definitely the archers rule the field. Their merits are insane. The reports they bring home, I see that here with the long-range warfare. Then I think they didn't give the mages a good talent too. They gave us only that, what is it, a march speed reduction. I didn't even take it. And additional, I think, the calves, I mean, they got buffed now, but if you only have 1 or 2 calves marches, I think you really need, and even in the army groups, we tried it. I sent my half T5 calves march in our army group. I traded so bad. I don't know. So I would kind of love to see more action in between that. And then I think that what could Call of Dragons spice a little bit up. That is not so one-sided, yes? Like what you're doing now, we are 24 hours and just destroying towers still. Yeah, you're right. I get you. Hey, Wolf. How are you? How is Echo doing? How is Echo doing? How are you? Long time not see. I'm good. I'm very well. We made some good progress from our zone invading here. We made it to build over, and that is maybe a tip too. You should never let the enemy build over. The moment you gain ground over there, that is the moment it gets hard, because then you can teleport over, you have shorter refreshes, etc. The interactive fighting is a lot of fun, but when there is none, it's just meh. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that is what we kind of see. But Wolf, update me. Vitae Noir. Oh, you have some fun there? I have not so much time to check and to talk to everyone the last day. So did you now teamed up with BXS and NF57, or how is the way to go? Or you're still going solo? I had no time to watch all the news and stuff like that. I was super busy that week. And then I started additional playing Age of Empires, and here in Call of Dragons was more. Okay, so you teamed up, nice. I mean, I remember fighting Noir. It is definitely another number. And when you look back, Noir tried to invade our zone 1, and they had kind of the same tower defense like we have to break right now. And I think with N57 and BDO on the other side, we have kind of the same thing. So I think EIS did very well that we got that invading. So we're building here tower now, bringing Ham over as well. Let's see how you're going solo. We're fighting 2 zones. OMG, I can imagine. I mean, I totally liked your fight against NF57. That was so nice to watch, because it was just a super interesting fight, and it went over days as well, you know. And there was Echo, the banana formation, versus on the other side NF57, the murder ball. We fight NTS in zone 3 and fighting Noir and Chi in zone 5. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That will be heavy then. I mean, at least you get a lot of war, you know? Sometimes when you're lucky, you get the ice rings very fast and you can kill it before they can activate the... And what I also don't like so much is fighting in between that cities because it's super, super, super boring. And you have always to look that your marches don't walk the wrong way. I don't see anyone here. And it's also sometimes super, super rough under this ice ring. So let's see what we can pick over here. I had, and look at this, it is super, I couldn't even activate my artifacts. So let's see. Now we have to go back, protect our builders. Now they summoned the behemoths. We have some action going on. How BDO doing? I can show you real quick when I'm here. Back, I can show you still faster than Trick. I will take it. Hi, Silas. Welcome. But Silas, we had it earlier from Age of Empires Mobile. Maybe you can share your opinion. I mean, you spent $7 on the game, and he did incredible. He's so good. So you can maybe tell what is your experience from the game. So what we have over here. Oh, the game is loading. G3N and BDO, they are taking over here and walking over here. So they are kind of destroying, making some progress on the NA side. Let me show here. Yeah, you see here BDO is building over and they wanna... I mean, NA have a tricky situation. NA, they got now help from Ancients. That is our ally as well. So they are building over here. You see that Ancients are coming in red. But NA has also to defend here because there is BB and ROE waiting at the passes and they want to come out. So they made some pressure over there. Here on the other side, I mean, I think finally it was a good idea of them pushing on both gates and not only on one. But yeah, now they get help from BDO here over here and G3N when they are coming. So it will be super interesting to see how that will go, you know. But they have still to walk through a lot of towers too. But what I kind of assume, and I definitely don't know the plan yet, but they will defend any choke over here, yes? They don't do anything before, so you see here BDO is fighting. So I have to look because I got a call out. I can't miss when we push. So let me look and back out here. So that is kind of the situation. Shadow is saying, Age of Empires Mobile is okay, yeah. I mean, you're totally free to play. I saw your mana since 2 seasons. It's always 1.7 billion. That's true. And I used a lot when I made all my T5s, you know. I just gather a lot of mana. It is really like that. Trust me, this map is driving everyone crazy. Yeah, indeed it is. I don't like the map so much. I'm honest. Now they put all the tanks in the fronts here to be ready for a push. But it's always when I come back from Age of Empires on mobile and Call of Dragons, I think it's really user-friendly made. But you have to see, Call of Dragons is out for so long, so the devs had a long time to make improvements and stuff like that. So for sure, and that is already customized. And it's here a little bit kiting today. Priority, but you see, it is super long downtimes. It is, you have to build a tower, you have to destroy a tower. Trust, you cute. Thank you. Hate this map. Last season, a lot spires. This season, a lot of gates. True, but I mean, if you make the allies and you have the different situations, the thing is, I would just like, I don't know, if the devs go a little bit, and we have always the Ballaron and the Tamaris map kinda as base, so it's nothing so new either. I would kind of like to see a completely new map, some new stuff where we have to open field a lot of more. Open field is, I think, would be super exciting and not always that long destroying. Or maybe they add some buffs where you can build or destroy some towers faster. So here we go, guys. Let's go, let's go. Push, push, push. Kill, kill. That is the motto of EIS. Kill, kill, burn, burn. But you see, when you do it organized, look at this, how fast they die when you push it and it's so important. I can't tell that often enough that you are together in a voice. That one is blocking us here, so let's get rid of it soon. Okay, how far will we push? So yeah, but BDO is busy on the other side. I think they will come soon and help here. I mean, it's kind of, they have the most trickiest situation. Where should they focus on? Should they focus on bringing in ROE and BB in the other zone? Or should they focus in helping here that we don't invade their own zone 3? And you see here, numbers really makes a difference. Okay, Princess, see you later. I'm making dinner since morning. I didn't eat. Oh my God, get some food. Enjoy it, White Wolf. Nice to see you here. And guys, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you drop a like down below. It helps me out a lot, and I would appreciate it. We're just looking here a little bit how it goes, but you see, but you see what we have ahead of us, all the towers and stuff like that. It is a long burning time. I think each tower is what, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So it takes super long. Next season should be 2 zones. Zone 1 to start the season, a week or so, and then zone 2, the entire rest of the map. Yeah, but the thing is also, what I can imagine that when you make it all open in a zone 2 and then it's just done, maybe the smaller servers, then they get knocked out and then they don't come ever back out of the zone 1, so that can go the other way as well. Yeah, if everyone is so knocked, then it's super boring, you know. So I'm not so sure about that. So now we have to protect both sides, destroyers and builders. The moment you get a red screen, you turn. That's the rules. Garwood. It looks like they're all teleporting out right now. I mean, it makes it easier for us. We have not to move through that cities, but I think they super down on towers as well. So yeah, but the map is huge and Dragon's still in middle. Like we wouldn't build 60 flag just to break down a 10 billion alliance. Just an idea though, devs probably just make 2 times as much passes next season. Yeah, probably. I mean, you have to see BDO is on the other side. They're making better progress than us. That we have to say. But on the other hand, their BB RE is still hold back, and engines are coming closer over there, so it could be super interesting as well. But you see here, NF57, they are super active and stuff like that. But you have to choose your pushes, when you push and when you don't push, because in the moment right now they are just pushing with a few single marches, and what happens? You see that easy. It is super easy for us to destroy that because look at our numbers. How you don't trade positive on that one. You can't. It is just impossible against that number. So what you normally should do is they should regroup, get their people online, and if it takes an hour or two, you just wait. And don't waste your stuff here and get just a full hospital. Every march here, we are coming as you, everyone on the front line just get destroyed, you know? So you have to make sure that you're always not the last one. You can poke a little bit and still fight them, but you have to be careful that you're not the last in the line alone. Okay, following my own words would make sense. So here we go. But yeah, so what I would recommend is that with that amount of people they have here, it is rough to push. So what you normally do, you have a spire here, you can get her up pretty good, and then you do one controlled push in a voice chat on the NF57 side. Because they have a lot of active people, so in my opinion, they could make use of that. So people already sending their workhorses to heal them to get more free elixir. Any plans for giveaway, Princess? That is a good question. I said that at the beginning when I started streaming. Give me a second. So I said it at the beginning. I mean, I'm a streamer. I already reached the YouTube conditions now to that I can create a membership and stuff like that, and people can donate. And I think donating in a live stream is still possible, but I didn't set up the membership yet because kind of feels weird for me to take money from people who subscribe to me. So I did that more as a fun project. I have to be honest. So it is not a money-based thing. So, but now that I think about it, I mean, if I want to do in future a little bit a better live streaming experience and stuff like that, and doing maybe 2 games now, when I want to get my gaming PC and stuff, then I maybe do some stuff over here that I set up my membership and the giveaways. If Call of Dragons or something like that, I mean, I'm their official content creator, so if they give us any giveaways for our subscribers and stuff like that, I will definitely do that. But I think people should be here because they enjoy my company and they enjoy my live streams. And if they are here just to get giveaways, I mean, that's not the way I wanna get people here. They just come, log in, make the thing and get the giveaways and stuff like that, and then they log off. It doesn't feel so good for me. So people can hang around here with me if they learn something from my videos and if they enjoy and have fun in my live stream. I'm the happiest. And but yeah, so because that I just have to pay for any giveaways or stuff like that, I think it is definitely not planned right now. But I didn't set, I reached when? 2 weeks ago, the membership on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, and I didn't set up anything that anyone can set up as a member. So so I didn't gain anything yet as well. But I maybe will do that just to it is a lot of work. I didn't expect it's so much work you put in as a content creator, but it is still some work especially for me, because I had not so much skills, so I had to learn everything. And that I had to set up everything, and it took me a long time to get how to cut videos, how to make music behind it and stuff like that. So it was really a little bit a challenge for me to do that. Oh, here's the husks. You won't attack that with mages if you're low, but he get tortured directly. So yeah, and that is kind of the way I want to do it. And then we can just see how the account goes. I mean, oh, not attack, first one, not attack. Why? Recall me out. Never attack a husk when he's full. So you see here, it is super. And build plannings are, you have to be as smart as possible that you can make the progress and then cut others. Then you can just have not to take care about all the towers. So you see that is kind of, we go here from the top way and then trying to cut later. So then all the towers down here are not so relevant, you know. It's at least what I kind of think we do. The good thing here, leadership is not telling us the plans. Leadership is not telling us the plans. We just follow commands, and I think that is a good thing, because then spies don't get any issue. I mean, the moment we hit the spire, how long will it take? Depends how much they fight. I mean, BDO is super focused right now on that side. Oh, here you see NA already did. There are bastions down here. BDO kind of fighting them right now. They are already getting rid of the keeps. I mean, big brain. But I mean, it looks a little bit like, I thought we have a little bit of fighting going on, but I maybe come back later when it's a little bit more interesting to fight. Because what I see right here is right now that BDO is really focused on that side, so they're not coming for us and helping Nf57. And that is an interesting part in our combination with the allies. It is super, super important that you communicate to your allies well and that you make together decisions where you focus on and whatever. Because if you don't do that on the correct one, and you just and that is the big speciality here, what BDO has to think about. Do we going to push NA more, or do we helping Nf57 that EIS not comes in? And that is the decisions they have to make. There is not a 100% right or wrong strategy, but I think you have just not only look to yourself, you have to look to all your allies you have together and then make a team decision, because your goal is that you bring everyone in the Dragon Zone and have the big fight there. And but they have a little bit of dilemma, because since now NA was able to hold back BB and ROE, and they still zone locked in their zone 1. And engines are coming closer there now too. So NA and engines over there is a huge thing. So in my opinion, they should better take care that we don't come too far in their zone, because then they may be all zone locked. That is the only part I would watch a little bit if I would be BDO. But they have their reasons, they have their strategies, and we will see how it works out. As I said, that pass opening was only a few days ago, so there is still much way to go. You know, there's still much days to go, and the hospital are starting when you look at me. Original power 86 million. Now I'm down on 72. I mean, I can heal. I have elixir and I have tons of resources to do that. But the players starting to going down, yes. And if anyone, maybe we can go a little bit to the rankings as well. When you look how the alliance's powers and stuff like that is down, so it is who can heal the most, who can. You see over here, we still top 1, so. But we also got all our power. It kind of depends in which shell you have the power right now, yes. Here you see it a little bit, but for who is interesting, here you see an Ace over here. But they have, they have a lot of shells and stuff like that too, so they are split over there. But for who is interested, that is the power list. And let me show you a little bit the merits as well. Oh, we are on top. But yeah, merits, I'm not so a fan of looking at that merits, because merit trading is unfortunately included in the rankings. So, but I think everyone could see that we are fighting a lot and we are really trading good. I can only say from my reports and stuff like that, I trade super positive here in that fight. So that kind of is makes understandable how the merits come together. And I mean, engines, they had a lot of fights going on when they had in zone 2 against ROE and BB. But you see here, Nf57, 656 million merits. So they are doing their job and they are super active. If they coordinate their troops better, I think, and just push more control in a big group and not waste hospital, that is the only improvable thing they have. But they have my greatest respect. They show up. They don't give up easy. I totally like the attitude of Nf57. BDO yesterday made their way to us. ROE, I have no idea what is going on there right now with, after they lost some members and stuff like that. I mean, ROE back in the days was a big server, a big alliance, and they had a lot of power, but they lost it a little bit. Let's see if they can recover and rebuild everything. Then we have here NA, Hum is us, because now we have the shells EIS and Hum. You see it over here. And I also think about the matchup, we have a little bit to look to, because about the merits, when you look at it, not about the matchups, that they don't put the full T4 servers or 80% T4 servers together with the big ones. It is just, maybe it equalizes the power, but it is, when you have T5s, it's so much stronger when you have much improved heroes. So that is something they should keep the smaller servers together in our own map. That is my personal opinion. How much merits do you have so far? I'm on 5.7 million merits. I mean, I have it a little bit rough that season because I'm a mages main player and archers make just the triple amount of merit reports. The archers, they are in our alliance chat, they are sharing nonstop Magret, Zeta reports with archers 100K plus. super easy, 150k, stuff like that. And I got from my Lily Valen and from my Bertohar and my Mag Frege I'm playing with not completely maxed yet, not so much. But I can show as well, and that is maybe interesting. When you look at personal power, I'm not even ranked. That means I'm not in the top 1000. Because you're ranked when you're in top 1000, then you get a rank. So I think I was at the beginning ranked 750 or something like that. And look where I am at personal merits. So I'm ranked personal power right now. Good, we are a little bit the power down, but I watched that earlier, I think 2 days ago before the zone opened, and it was like my power rank was like 800 something, and my merit rank is like 200 something, and so I'm still fine. As a mage main, that is my reference I go for. But when we look here, here are super down in power as well. And when you look here, our merit kings over here right now, look at this. Mirrors our top. He is a beast. He's really a beast. He's so super good when you look at his info. And the funniest part, look at his maximum power and look at his kills. It is incredible. He's every season doing a really, really, really great job. But his historical highest power, he's not a 200 million player, but he gets so much merits. He's playing so smart. Oh, maybe we get rid of that tank real quick. And that is what I don't get. Why you send out now a Garwood? It just gets destroyed. It does 0 damage. So, and that is what I mean. You have really to manage your hospital well and stuff like that. So that is really something, and with that numbers, you just stay there, you go back to the Spire, you group up, and you have always downtimes. We had yesterday a downtime too, and then Dark said, so, we don't have the numbers, we don't push. We don't go for, when we had BDO on, I can show you the map a little bit yesterday. Yesterday it was a little bit, we lost a little bit numbers because at the beginning we got everything so easy, so people logged off. So we had BDO here waiting on the top with a big group, and we had on the bottom Nf57. So we had to push out of the pass. It was super rough. And then at a time when we saw we don't get the numbers and we are trading super positive, super negative, then we just decided to stop and make a break. And then Dark said, everyone recall. Then you recover, then you agree to a new push time, and everyone has to show up again, and then you can push. And that worked out very well. You have not 24/7 full push mode. So it is better to make it, it is really better to make it more controlled, yes? And more strategy-like and stuff like that. You're doing so well. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is really, I think it is really, really Archer season. I'm super excited. I mean, last season I did so much better. My ranking was even higher. But there the mages was a little bit more in favor. Because the AoE had a big thing. This season pretty good for Merit, says the Archer main. I mean, Venu's Archer main, for example, for sure. He enjoyed his season. But as I said earlier in the over gameplay, I don't like that it is so one-sided, you know? I would like to see it a little bit more interesting. So that is what I would like to see. So that is the only part what I think what could be improved here. So now we have already here some destroyers. Yeah, but you see, and that one-sided thing I don't like on the game. Also not for the mages, for no one. It should be not overpowering because that makes just a game long-term not interesting, you know? When you just need archers and then, yeah, easy. Or just need mages or stuff like that. More, Yeah, but when you're the real question, I mean, I never performed that good. The question is, do you really perform good? Or do you just profit because of the game mechanics are like this? And that is what I think is the big question mark. And that is what I think in Call of Dragons has to be fixed. my experience. So I would not say it is a personal. I don't say that. I mean, Venue is one of the most skilled players I know. So that is not referring personal to. I mean that more in general. So yeah, it's easier to play with long range warfare. I agree, but I think it was good, like the game planned it, like that the archers get more merits because they do more damage, etc. But the other thing is they have the shorter range, so it was kind of balancing a little bit more. But I still think even archers and mages beside, I'm still fine. I'm as a mages main. I think it's the second best option in the game right now. But I would like to see calves have more relevance. I would see it would just be much more cool, more variations that you could combine heroes different and stuff like that. I mean, it came a little bit that Margaret was that overall hero, and Seda you can pair it with Celestials as well, and that would be cool. Use that on the other way as well. The counter troops mechanism should improve. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Severus. As I said it at the beginning of my stream, the counter should make a difference. And that is the next thing with the archers. They counter the mages, and that counter works the best. So they have now long range warfare and stuff like this. So it is just not so enjoyable. I mean, I have some archers. I have one archer match, so I got some good merits from that out too. Mage is still doing decent, so I'm fine. But for the game, I'm looking at it not as an individual, and I can only speak for me. If I only log in, make my easy merits, log off, that is not a game that is challenging me. So if it would go like that, it would not be super exciting for me play that game in the future. With long range warfare, you can just attack so much more without getting punished. Yeah, I agree, but would you say it profits the overall game experience? Excited what an archer main says. Beside from your personal benefit, go away. I think it is a team play. Isn't that boring when you just hit, get 100k plus matches, go home, do that again? So it gets not, yeah, it gets not challenging anymore, like a game should be. Only when you have a super strong enemy, then maybe it could be challenging. Kind of depends on enemy too. If they die instantly, then archers just, yeah. Yeah, super lame archer counter works amazing and mages get destroyed by infantry, yeah. And you have to see calves get destroyed on archers as well when they walk there, and I like to have it, but it's not a thing I want every season, to be honest. Yeah. I just would like the counter would have more effect. I mean, that I see in Age of Empires Mobile right now. The counter works so well, and that would be cool. So if the calves can do much more damage to the archers to the mages do it anyway. The mages can do it really to the infantry, and the infantry could do it to the calves. That would be super cool. But here you see the real-time experience. And that is what I think. NF57, just stay back, regroup, and don't get picked here and lose the hospital. You don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that. You regroup here under the spire range where you are safe. And there everyone can come, and even if they're AFK, they're safe because it's at least a spire range. But every progress we make now, and that is what I think BDO has to keep in mind as well. And I think BDO is super strong to send maybe a little bit a squad to clear our builders or something like that. That is what I maybe would do. But maybe they just build that little, maybe they just want to make it through that choke point here, getting control of that they have more land here, and then just secure it over here as well. I mean, I can look what is going on. I have here still some marked stuff. I have here the marker still. Is it working? Yeah, Echo versus BXS. Oh, they are fighting here a little bit. NTS versus Echo over here. That is what White Wolf said earlier. So I think it's pretty much the only way. Was there anywhere else a marker? I hear BXS and here Noir and Echo. Oh, that is super interesting probably too. Yeah, Echo over here. Here is Noir, balled up, murder ball strategy as well. Interesting. I just don't know who have to push. Probably Noir trying to push, Echo trying to defend on the spire. Let me see the setup. It will be super interesting fight to watch later. Oh, I should have put a marker. So here you see, all you have this one, they coming out of the cities, make a little bit city hopping, then they go back into the cities. So yeah. And they're just... So yeah, I maybe come back later when it gets a little bit more interesting, or I just chill around. I just want to give you a little bit of overview, a little bit of update how our KVK is going. Here on that side, I really like that they have the tower defense, that it doesn't go too fast, because we have definitely a little bit of advantage with T5s and a hero power over Nf57, and I think they are super active players. Yeah, let's see what BDO does. I think they definitely should help them out a little bit over here and not let it build us too far, because when we make it the way to the spire and gain all that land, when you look at this from the pass over here, you see the pass 5 and you see here the spire range marker. When we get that land, then we have so much teleport slots, so it gets so much easier for us to push. So, and yeah, we all know EIS has numbers. You guys ever wonder what it feels like to me? Touched by, oh my gosh. I don't... Hi, Pop, welcome. I started to read it and then I thought, oh my God, it is Pop. I should not just read his comments without reading it before by myself. Okay, guys, that looks really like there is not so much going on. If there's some fun later, I maybe come back and stream it. And I mean, we can all watch now a little bit here. Let's go back here and find the marker where they're staring at each other. Noir and Echo over here. Oh, we can look. There's a little push right now. Noir is coming over the bridge. I mean, Echo, GG, NTS on one side, Noir on the other side. They go wild here. Fluffy Waffles, my buddy, sending here the Garage Go-Go Rally. MacBoo. Miss Boo. Oh, wasn't Boo the person who changed from Noir to from Echo to Noir? I think that. Oh my God, Pop, you have to stop. How are you doing in Glory? How is the home server? Are you chilling? Let me try if it gets without simple mode. You see here the echo numbers and the noir numbers? But I still like that I have that good simple mode. Here you see it a little bit better from that perspective. So that looks like some fun, guys. Noir here have to pass the choke point via the bridge and additional have to spire. And I think super smart from Echo. Kind of have two sides, and that's a super smart strategy over here. Kind of sandwich them a little bit. And you see, it works out pretty well. Noir is retreating. And you have to see, Echo has NTS on the other side in the other zone. So Echo has full all in. So they over here and on the other side fighting NTS. Crazy, crazy. So Echo is going now a little bit overextending, going to the choke bridge too. I would really not go into that bridge if I would be them in the defending mode. Yeah, split up and don't get into that. Just attack, because the AoE on bridges are just super nice. Yeah, and you see when you overstep and when you're too late, you get wrecked. That happens. Look right there. That is how you split up again, and then you can get the whole AoE when you attack the bridge. Two sides, kind of spread out, and then attacking a bridge. That is kind of how you do it. Me and Kilo burning people. You burn people on the home realm? Oh, the persons who are not active and didn't migrate out? For sure, you two burn the people. I can imagine that. We need a volunteer to burn people, and Kilo and Pop are the first ones. Oh, Noir is retreated. Try it again. Good defended, Echo. Look, they have some great numbers here too. They are just a little bit stacked on each other, but it is super numbers too. If we go out simple mode, we see it a little bit better. So let me see here again if there's anything. Yeah, here it looks pretty like that NF57 is discussing right now what they are doing, just sending some workhorses to get the healing quests done. So I will update you guys and chill a little bit too. Maybe. Oh, let me see. Yeah, city hopping. That's pretty boring over here. So let me see. I will definitely be here if needed. I am on standby here on EIS. Super boring here. Super boring. Maybe I go a little bit in Age of Empires Mobile and look what is going on there, make my account progress. I think I did a pretty good progress so far, and it's super interesting. And new game always have that new spirit. You want to figure out everything. So, and then we will be back later here when NF57 and maybe BDO coming for us. So we have to be ready. It's not like that we are right now in a good position. That will be all the time like this. So. We have sometimes our times too where we don't have the numbers and stuff like that. So we will see what's going on. I will keep you updated. And for now, I wish you all a super happy, nice Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. And if you enjoyed my stream, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. Then you get directly info when I will live stream again or when I will share a new video. And if you enjoyed the time here with me, make sure you drop a like. I would appreciate it, guys. So till the next time, happy gaming.